For 7 months, Dhula'iya was besieged by ISIL fighters. It was the only Sunni town in Salahuddin province that the armed group was not able to capture. ISIL forces faced fierce resistance from men like Dara Ali Abdullah. His tribe, El Jabur, was the only one that stood up against ISIL in this corner of Iraq.
We had a difficult choice. If ISIL entered, they would have destroyed everything, including our dignity. Either tribes were with ISIL or they didn't want to fight. And if we supported ISIL, then the government would take revenge against us.
Months later, the sons of El Jabur tribe have become the army in Dhula'iya. They got official status after they signed up to join Shia armed groups who operate under Iraq's popular mobilization forces.
Sunni tribes in Iraq do not speak in one voice. Some have pledged allegiance to ISIL. Others don't trust the Shia-led government in Baghdad because of its sectarian policies. And there are those, like Dhula'iya's El Jabur tribe, who don't like to be called government supporters, but at the same time they say they're not enemies of the state.
For now, the tribe has agreed to partner with the government. Their unit, just like other tribal forces, will secure their own areas once the National Guard is created. But the plan is opposed by many Shia politicians. Some Sunnis, too, are worried about an already weak state.
The
National Guard is a good project, but there needs to be a centralized authority. Giving units independence means they become more powerful.
On the surface, it seems that the government's outreach to tribes is working here. But beyond this town's borders, there is a reality that some fear.
We
need a civil state, not a religious state, and not a tribal state. We should build a proper army. Now each area has an army, and this is the first stone to divide Iraq.
The mistrust between the people and the government is still deep. Many were members of former President Saddam Hussein's army who weren't given a place in the new Iraq, and they blame successive governments for pursuing a sectarian agenda.
We lost faith in the government. Many of those who are leaving Iraq are Sunnis, and when we needed support to fight ISIL, the government stepped in too late.
El Jabur tribe didn't fight ISIL for the government. It has a history of conflict with its predecessor, Al-Qaeda, in Iraq. But the people here are proud that some of the men on the front lines were from other sects. A common enemy brought them together. But apart from hope, there is little to suggest this town will become a model for coexistence and national unity. Zana Khudar, Al Jazeera, Dhula'iya.